Welcome back to Dork Points, everybody, and today we are looking at all the games that are going to be leaving sometime in June. I don't have the exact date, sorry about that, but I gotta say, I love doing these videos because I get to play so many games I would normally never touch. Also, there's a bunch of games on this list that I've already played, which I will not cover. The Descenders, of course, I hated it. Ugh. Defense Grid 2, it's a defense game, so there's really no need to feature it. Nine Monkeys of Shaolin, I should say, check that out before it leaves. It's pretty fun. It's like Rage, what is it, Streets of Rage, kind of. It's really cool looking, though. Red Faction 1 and 2, that's on the premium tier. Those are leaving as well. All right, let's start with our first game, Party Hard. Yeah. So it's like, what is it, Miami, what is that, Hotline Miami, kind of? I did not expect this to be this, but the first level, basically the tutorial here, it's just like go and kill these people, and so you go and kill these people, and it's kind of fun. It's cool. I like it a lot. But then the second level, which you will see now, is this. What the hell? How the hell am I supposed to, stealthily kill 35 frickin' people at a party? It just, this is the first real level after that little simple one. It's like, come on, people, like, tear it up. Like, let me get good before you just throw me into this situation. Of course, the cops came because someone found one of the three bodies, and it takes a long time to, it's a time sink, but it is fun. It's really fun. All right, Ash of God's Redemption. Look at this beautiful opening cinematic. Just gorgeous. I thought maybe we were going to have something like Dragon Age. I really didn't know what to expect, but yeah, this is yeah, it's a really cool sequence. I'm kind of silent, sorry. But the game itself is this. It is XCOM. It's a turn-based strategy. It is not the worst turn-based strategy game I've played. I like these. I can play them for a little bit, but to play a whole game like this, I don't know. I don't know if I have the patience, but yeah, I don't know. The story's real solid, and everything about this game is well done. But this is what the game is: turn-based strategy, like XCOM or whatever, and it's not too hard to figure it out. Again, I'm just playing the tutorial. I'm skimming through a lot of these, to be honest. All right, Black Mirror. This is one I'm probably going to play. I don't know if it's related to the Black Mirror Netflix show. I don't think it is, because it has a whole British vibe to it. I'm just not sure. But it reminds me a little bit of like The Quarry and those games. But it reminds me a lot of Call of Cthulhu as well, especially this character you play as at the beginning. But then you become his son, and his son is like the main protagonist. He has to come back to the house, and I think he has to discover the mystery of why his father died or was murdered. Where it's not, he kind of sacrifices himself. He sets himself on fire, but there's something evil going on. And yeah, I don't know. I like these kind of games, so I'm probably going to keep playing this one until it leaves in June. But yeah, you got to like this style of game if you're going to play it. All right, Witchwood. This one's interesting. This one reminds me of Sword of Ditto, Mormor's Curse. That's a mouthful. But yeah, you just gather things and... I'm saying it wrong. It's kind of Zelda-ish, like Zelda, God, not Ocarina of Time, the one before that, Link to the Past. But it's beautiful to look at, and there's lots of stuff going on here. And yeah, I really dig it, but I don't think I'm going to play it because it is just, it seems immense. It seems like there's a ton of levels and a ton of stuff to do in this one, but there you go, Witchwood, check it out. John Wick Hex also leaving. This is a strategy shooter game. Hex is a style, I guess. I've seen a couple games that say blah 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 Hex on them. But again, it is a lot like XCOM. and what was that? Ash of the Gods Redemption. It's turn by turn. You take your shot. You try to kill guys. Again, this one is pretty forgiving, at least at the beginning. So I do dig it. I like this more than Ash of the Gods. I think just because I guess I like shooters. I don't know. Just some weird reason it's a little more satisfying to play, I would say, than Ash of the Gods. So I might be dipping my toe in that one again. All right, Kiwi. This one I have no interest in playing. I started it up maybe with my daughter. It would be nice to play it, but it's basically co-op, and they don't tell you that. So you can switch back and forth with the L1 and L2 buttons to control each Kiwi, but it's a job for two people. This isn't a game you should be playing by yourself, and it's a puzzle solver, and you just go moment by moment trying to help your two Kiwis who got hired at a post office in Australia, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll take you on. And so the Kiwis have to do all these menial tasks like send a text or a message here, and it's got kind of a steampunky thing, but for kids. I don't know. There you go. All right, No Straight Roads Encore Edition. Again, the problem with dipping your toe into a lot of these games is you never know within the first hour of playing it, like, if you're going to like it or if you're going to, So, unfortunately, this game seems really cool, and it has that vibe of, God, what is that free-to-play game where you're in the internet? God, I forget it. Me and Odie used to play it all the time. But it has that feel to it. It has a look of... yeah, it has this very distinct look. If I could remember the damn name of the game. That's like Beta Byte or something. But yeah, it's very... I don't know. It's fighting robots and... yeah, I'm not sure if this is the game, because I'm just checking it out, and so I did the intro, and then I ran around the town a little bit, and it really has a cool vibe to it, as you can see here. But yeah, I don't know. All right, Joe Deaver's Lone Wolf. Why is it called Joe Deaver's Lone Wolf? Did Joe Deaver make this game all by himself? Did you, Joe Deaver? Because if you did, I can tell. This is the game. This is 55-60% of the game is a book, and you read the book, and you move the book forward, and the controls, they do not explain how to do everything, so it is very confusing. I found myself stuck on pages and not being able to move forward for a long time. It took me a couple hours to get a handle on this game, and then when it's not in the book and telling you that story page by page, it cuts to the single action scene. So all the story is happening when you're reading, and then the action scene, or when you stumble into a fight, is the rest of the game. And this is it. Turn-based, you're fighting orcs, you have to do different moves. It's, yeah, it's just a little confusing, and it's hard to get a handle on, which is why I played it for so long. And I gotta admit, I kind of ended up liking it. There's something very zen about this game. And easy to play, and easy to just keep going, even though it's this. There you go. Agents of Mayhem! I always see this game on sale for like $1.99 or $2.99. $2.99! That's gonna be my catchphrase. I'm gonna make $2.99 my catchphrase. $2.99! But yeah, this thing is dirt cheap all the time. It was some kind of failed game from the people who I think make Just Cause, or no, Saints Row. I think it's the people who make Saints Row. It's fun. It's fun to shoot, and I haven't played a shooter in a little while, so it was just fun to do that. And all the actions are pretty fun and simple. I don't know that I love the over-the-shoulder camera. It seems really stiff at times, but I love the way the characters can triple jump. They have all sorts of options. Also, I have to mention, it's not that easy of a game. You get 3 lives, basically, with your 3 characters, but they really throw some... There's the bad guy, by the way. But they throw some difficult stuff at you right at the beginning. And also, open kind of world. You can drive around in a really crappy-looking car. I don't know. The game's garbagey but fun, I guess, is my final verdict on this one. I kind of like it. All right, Gods Will Fall. Gods Will Fall. Yeah, it looks kind of like that other God game. What was it? God Killer or whatever. But it's not. It's not an MMO. It's this. You have a group like lemmings that you move around, and then you go to different caves or towers or areas, and then you send one person in. And then if they die, you send another person in until you beat the level, and if you beat the level, you get all your people back. But, you know, it's fun, and again, it hooked me in for a couple of hours, and I really did enjoy it, but it was very easy, you know, after playing a couple of these dungeon levels that are all like this, to just, you know, turn the game off and delete it from my history. So I won't be playing that one till June, unfortunately. But it's just, this is what it is. If you like this stuff, cool. But I mean, this is all it is. All right, and Redeemer. I really want to play this one again. A lot of top-down games, though, leaving. I don't know why, if nobody likes top-down. This game feels good. It plays good. It looks good. Again, it is top-down. You have to like that kind of thing. I don't know how much I will be playing Redeemer, given the time. I probably got about a month. Usually it's about a month when they give you the list of games leaving. But yeah, it's fun. It's simple. You're kind of, it's, you know what it is it's top-down God of War. Because you look like Kratos, you are super OP, which I really like. And that makes this game much more satisfying than a lot of top-down games like the Gauntlet Slayer Edition, where you're so underpowered and it just isn't as fun that way. But there you go, Redeemer. Okay, those are all the games that are leaving sometime in June. Yay, good night, Dark Points!